Joining us live from Washington for the latest on what the Trump administration is planning to do. And well, certainly, Simon, wanting to reopen the economy as soon as possible, but this time backtracking and saying that we'll do it in consultation with state governors.
Yeah, backtracking slightly. I mean, you heard him there talking about how he intends to authorize the 50 state governors of America's disparate states from coast to coast to reopen their territories on a certain date that would be mandated, he says, by Washington, D.C. Look, he does not have the power to do that, despite the fact that President Trump asserted at the White House earlier in the week that he has total authority to determine when each region of the country is going to reopen. In reality, constitutional reality, that is not the case, and the individual governors will themselves be the final arbiters of what takes place in their states and territories. And so you see people like Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, who of course has been dealing with a coronavirus outbreak in Los Angeles and also in San Francisco. He's formulating plans gingerly to reopen parts of the state and to say, for example, that there wouldn't be any live audience sports events permitted until, say, September. But perhaps restaurants in some parts of the state could reopen, provided that they engage in social distancing and have fewer tables and seats than they might normally have. He's saying people may be able to return to work under certain circumstances in certain industries. So that's going to be his decision. It's not going to be Donald Trump's decision. President Trump says he's going to hold the states accountable. Again, he doesn't have the constitutional authority really to do that. And so I think what we have seen at the White House over the last 24 hours is something approximating, probably as close as we're going to get, a capitulation by President Trump to the constitutional realities.
And it's also, of course, sparked some amount of controversy with halting funding to the WHO. Any more on this coming in from the administration?
Yeah, well, I mean, huge controversy, of course, internationally. I mean, he is the only leader on the world stage today saying he's planning to pull funding from the World Health Organization, just as he was the only leader on the world stage a few weeks ago saying that he would reopen his economy after Easter. Here at home, there has been enormous pushback to this. The president of the American Medical Association, Bill Gates, the Microsoft co-founder, who, of course, oversees with his wife the Bill and Melinda Gates Global Health Foundation, they have condemned this move by President Trump, as have Democrats. Now, the White House has pushed back. They've distributed to reporters a two-page summary today of President Trump's concerns with the World Health Organization. It accuses the World Health Organization of being too China-centric. Without providing substantiation, it says that the World Health Organization engaged in a cover-up of coronavirus. President Trump has previously argued that the World Health Organization covered up news of the existence of coronavirus for 3 months. We have no understanding of where that number or where that claim is coming from. But look, where we are at the moment is US funding is halted pending some kind of review. We don't know who's overseeing that review. We don't know how long it's going to take. And we don't know at the end of the day whether the president will really go through with his threat to pull entirely American money.
Right, certainly, and that will be something to look out for. Simon Marks, thanks very much indeed for joining us this evening and sharing your thoughts on what's happening with the United States and the Trump administration. Thanks for that.